This video is going to be all about She-Hulk and a deck that I am finding very powerful with her and very combo-centric and just really fun to play. So She-Hulk, if you're unfamiliar, is a pool 4 card, so she will cost you 3,000 collector tokens, which it costs me to buy, and she's pretty insane. She is a 6 energy, 10 power, but she costs 1 less for each unspent energy on the last turn. So there's a few ways to combo this. Clearly, you could just wait, save all your mana on turn 3, and then play her on turn 4 for just 3 mana. You could save all your mana on turn 4, and then play her on turn 5 for 2 mana, along with a 3-drop, and so on. But one of the biggest combos going around the game right now is actually combining She-Hulk and Wave. So Wave is a 3-cost, 3-power, on reveal, next turn cards in both players' hands cost 4. So the trick here is you actually play Wave on turn 5, and you save your other 2 mana. This makes every card cost 4 mana on turn 6, but She-Hulk is going to reduce herself by the 2 saved mana that you saved on turn 5. So She-Hulk will only cost 2 mana, and every other card in your hand will cost 4. This lets you play 2 units on the same turn, one being She-Hulk at 10 power, one being any other card in your deck, because everything costs 4, and your opponent can typically only play 1 card that will cost 4. There's some circumstances that will allow them to do something, say they have their own She-Hulk or something of an outlier situation, but most of the time it allows you to play 2 units on turn 4, or on turn 6, while your opponent can only play 1. That's the combo, and it's pretty dang strong. So I'm going to fill in the rest of the deck with some other key pieces that I think are pretty useful, and I'll kind of show you what the deck's doing, and then jump right into some gameplay as always. So between those, another really good combo spot for She-Hulk is Sunspot. Anytime you do save energy, Sunspot will grow, and She-Hulk will be reduced in cost. So really fun combo there. That's a really, really strong combo that I think should be in a lot of She-Hulk decks. Then I'm just kind of filling in my 2-drops with some random flex cards. Scorpion, always just a solid card to reduce your opponent's output. Armor is pretty good for countering some of those pesky destroy decks. Say they want to destroy Nova and Bucky Barnes, etc. Armor's a good counter for that, while he also protects your own Sunspot from Killmonger. Then I'm using Maria Hill. She is a pull 4 card, so if you don't have her, don't really worry about it. You don't need to fill her in. You could definitely put any other 2-drop in this deck, but she's really cool. She's a 3-power on reveal, add a random 1-cost card to your hand. That allows you to fill in some weird spots of energy that you're missing with this extra 1-cost, so she's really good, but you could play anything there. Then I'm using the Storm and Jessica Jones combo, which you should be familiar with if you're watching this video. Storm and Jessica Jones, very, very solid combo on 3 and 4. Normally Storm, Jessica Jones, Wave, and then whatever else we have on turn 6 is the best. Using Cosmo for some pesky on-reveal stuff, even though we're running some on-reveal stuff, so you got to be a little careful with that. So a lot of my early drops are kind of just counter things, and then the bread and butter comes from Wave, and then these 4 cards. So Wave on turn 5 to She-Hulk, and then what you can do there is play Taskmaster and She-Hulk on the same turn for a total of 20 power, either at the same location or 10 at 2. Super powerful combo on turn 6. Or you could play Leader. So this is actually, Leader is pretty absurd. A lot of people dislike this card, believe he should be nerfed, but he's really, really good, especially in this deck, because you can play She-Hulk for 2 on 5 and then play Leader for 4. They can only play 1 card, so you can also copy their card. So really good card. He's exceptionally good with Wave in general, because Wave will make him cost 4, and your opponent can only play 1 card. But say you do that on turn 3, they're probably going to play their big drop now on turn 4. You're going to get Leader with 4 power and copy their big drop. Super good card. And then the other card I'm throwing in here at the top end is Gamora. She's really solid. She'll be a 5 if you time it right, and especially helps being able to shut down a location with Storm. But if you time it right, you can make her a 12, and then Taskmaster can copy that 12 power, which is really good. Taskmaster just sets his power to a different card, or the last card that you played. So he's really interesting. Make sure you don't play him on top of Cosmo, because the on-reveal won't happen. And also another hint, like I said, he's good with She-Hulk, good with Gamora, but he can even just be played after Jessica Jones. He will get this plus 4 power, so he'll actually end up being an 8, which isn't terrible. Not the best, but still solid. So if you're playing this deck, you need to watch out for a few different things. Mainly, really, Cosmo can screw you, even though we're running Cosmo. So if you're playing Cosmo, make sure you play him on a location that you definitely don't want to play anything else at, but be careful, because he can really mess up Wave, he can mess up Leader, Gamora, Taskmaster, etc. So he's a little bit of a risk play for here, so if you don't want to run Cosmo in the deck, you don't have to, but if you utilize him right, he's pretty solid for that. That can definitely mess us up pretty quick. We have some pretty good answers for other things, though. I feel pretty confident about a lot of matchups here. I think it's just a very solid deck. I don't think it has any extreme weakness or any like extreme strength that it dominates this certain deck. It just has a lot of good answers for a lot of things. If you're missing some of these cards, definitely feel free to swap them out. Not everyone has She-Hulk, Maria Hill, Taskmaster, etc. Leader. But I would say the main combo here is She-Hulk, Taskmaster, and Wave. So if you don't have those three, it might be a little bit harder to play this deck. But you could definitely drop Taskmaster if you really had to. Definitely She-Hulk and Wave at the top. Leader's great, but you could easily run any other 6-drop that's powerful. A lot of people would like to play Magneto in this type of deck, who's great. He'll just drop in as a 12 power over top a Leader, which is good. And you can even play Arnim Zola and kill either Gamora or She-Hulk to be pretty powerful as well. So those are some other options you have for the deck. This is where it's looking at right now, where I've been enjoying it at, mainly focused on She-Hulk. So hopefully you guys enjoyed up to here. I'm going to jump into some gameplay. If you're not sticking around for that, leave a subscription to the channel below, leave a comment, and let's jump right into some gameplay. Alright, so we got Wave, She-Hulk, and Taskmaster, which is a pretty great combo. And Elysium is here, so this could get really wonky. I'm gonna have to do some math here. Once this thing pops out with She-Hulk, you really gotta do some math to figure out what the heck we can do. So I could play Wave now, but that's all of the mana I have for this turn. Alright, I'd much rather play Armor. So I think if I play Wave on turn 3, if I play Wave on turn 3, she will then save me 1 mana because she only costs 2. She-Hulk will then cost 4 total. Be reduced by 1. So yeah, I'll definitely be able to play She-Hulk then. If I play Wave now, everything costs 4 next turn, and then cards are reduced by 1. Could I actually do that now? Let's do it for science. I believe so. So everything's going to get set to 4, including She-Hulk, and then they're going to be reduced by 1. So everything's going to get set to essentially 3. Yeah, so I can actually play She-Hulk now, which is pretty dang cool. And we'll go right on top of on this over here. So we got She-Hulk on 3, and then on 4 we got Taskmaster, because he's going to be a 5 reduced by 1 with Elysium. He's going to copy that, and he's going to be a 10 himself, which is pretty great. He's discarding some really useful cards over there. So Collector go, Dracula go, pretty good. Alright, we got rocks in our deck. Alright, so we're going to go Taskmaster on the right side. He is going to buff himself up to 10 power, which is pretty great. Turn 5, we've got Leader, also pretty great. But we might save him for turn 6, trying to copy something a little bit bigger. Let's see. Oh, he played... Alright, so this didn't even discard anything, so he is now top decking. So that looks pretty good. So I think we actually go for Leader here, and we take whatever he just top decked, we will take. Let's see. What did he top deck? Let's top deck something that's going to discard a card of mine. So he just top decked Blade. So that's fine. Got the power. He could win this left location by saving 3 energy on Sunspot, which could be ugly. I reveal first, so I'm going to go ahead and do Storm in the middle. Cosmo and Sunspot on the right. Let's see if we can win this. So Cosmo's going to stop any weird on-reveal effects that could cause a problem. Storm's going to just win the middle location by 2. Just 2-0. Sunspot's going to come down, but he's going to be at 3 power total. Ah, that makes sense. So he's going Chavez as his auto draw, but not enough power, so we end up winning just with a very weird game. Dectors normally does not play like that. Normally we have a crazy turn 6 because of Wave and the She-Hulk and all that, but Elysium will change our strategy for sure. So let's see if we can get another one going. This guy's name was Wookie, and his tag was That's No Moon. This guy is a legend, so if you're randomly watching this video, you're a legend. I got Storm, Scorpion, Gamora, and Taskmaster in my hand. Yeah, again, not a terrible starting hand. Not ideal by any means, but not terrible. Gamora into Taskmaster is actually just a pretty solid combo without any of the Wave into She-Hulk shenanigans. So Sinister London comes down. That's pretty crazy. I'm going to go ahead and drop Scorpion. We'll minus his whole hand by 2 power right here, which is pretty great. Really powerful location with Sinister London. Should be really good for Gamora as well. But the thing is, do I want to just turn it off right now? I think I do, actually. I think I got the value out of it. He's playing Misty Knight, so he might be playing like a Patriot-style deck, something along those lines. So I think I'm just going to turn it off. I don't really want him to get anything out of it. That kind of feels weird because I could have gotten some good value, but let's just turn it down. Alright, we're going to go Jessica Jones here. He's already filling up a location, which could be pretty beneficial for me. Yeah, so that was a really quick one, but I think that was a good call, essentially. He filled up the right location. New York already was useless for him. He couldn't move anything there anyway because it was filled. This is flooded, and something has to be played on 5, which we can go more into. That was a quick game, but hey, Snap is a quick game. We've got Scorpion, Storm, and Jessica Jones, which is not the worst location, but the World Ship has decided to enter play and destroy all other locations, which is absolute insanity. I think I'm going to try to make this the quickest game of Snap you guys have ever seen. I'm just going to go Maria Hill, Jessica Jones, Storm, Jessica Jones. Call it a game. See if he can keep up. Oh, he might be able to keep up. I don't know if I can do that now. Lizard is a problem. You know what? Let's try it anyway. Let's do it for the laughs. Oh, he doesn't have anything on this. So now I can play Scorpion and Baku and actually shut down. Or I would play Wave and Baku and just shut this location down. Even better, I'll play Cosmo and Baku and just shut this location down. This is the last turn. I mean, I just flooded the World Ship. Oh my god, he's got Jessica Jones. And he can't play anything there, so we just tie. It was going to be a tie. Why did he retreat? Alright, we'll take it. We'll take it. What a weird game. Scorpion, Jessica Jones, Gamora, and the Danger Room has arrived. So we got a Wave now. We got 2, 3, 4, 5 if we wanted to, but we most likely don't want to play Wave on 3. Kind of want to try to save Wave until a little bit later. Well, Storm and Jessica Jones is a pretty great combo. So we're going to go Scorpion in the middle. I think I'm going to do the... It depends what he's doing. He's going Bucky Barnes on the left. That's fine. I'm going to try to shut down the right location. I'll let him play with that location over there. I'm going to go Storm into Jessica Jones on the right side. Wow, he went hard here. Holy crap. Played a lot of cards over here. He's got Yondu. He's got a -1 Rock, and he's got Nova. I'm guessing he's going to play Carnage on top of here. If I had Cosmo, that'd be hilarious, but I guess I'm going to have to go Jessica Jones here. Guessing we got a Carnage situation on the right. Colossus is going to go there. Alright, so Carnage comes down, kills a bunch of people. Nova procs a boost, but it's alright. Storm and Jessica Jones can still handle that location by themselves. So I'm going to snap. I feel good. I'm going to go Gamora in the middle, and then I'm going to go Leader after that and copy whatever he plays on turn 6. Feels pretty good. It's a non-She-Hulk way to do it, but it still feels like a solid outcome. Alright, Jessica Jones gets up. Alright, so he skipped turn... Interesting. So he is skipping turn 6. I mean, turn 5, and now he's snapping. So he is confident something big is going to come out here. So if I played Leader here, I wouldn't actually be able to copy 2 things. So if he plays something like Death, if enough things died, and he plays something like, I don't know, some other big drop, I won't be able to copy both. But if I go Leader on the right, the on-reveal happens regardless if he dies or not. I mean on the left, sorry. So I'm going to do that. So Leader's going to come down and copy Doctor Doom everywhere, which is what I need to do. I mean, I think actually, yeah, Leader in the middle would have won there, or Leader on the left would have won there. So you got to kind of be a little bit weary. If he could have played like Death and a 5-drop or something, that could have swung the middle location, but Leader is such an insane card. So if you guys have him, just throw him in pretty much any deck. He works really well for it. He's probably going to get nerfed soon, so enjoy him while he lasts. Guys, that's the video. I didn't get to show off a full plethora of She-Hulk gameplay, but you got the vibes of what she's trying to do in the deck and what Taskmaster's doing in the deck and kind of the deck in general. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully there were some laughs along the way. Drop a subscription to the channel below. Help us grow. We're trying to reach 1,000. We're almost there. Leave a like, leave a comment, and keep on snapping.